Hey planner babes, it's Amber from AmberPlansHerDay, and I just want to come on and do a lettering planner setup as well as some tips, some pen ideas, and just some tools for you guys to improve your lettering in 2021. So make sure you stay tuned. So this is the Love Letters 2021 planner. It is big size. And you guys, I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this planner and then also give you guys some tips and tricks about brushes or like different brush pens, different pens to use, some of my favorite stuff, and kind of just share all the things. First things first, this is some lettering paper that the Happy Planner just recently came out with in the winter release of 2020. And I definitely wanted to add a pack of it to my lettering planner in the front here so that I could have it as like just extra practice paper, and I'll probably use some of it today as well to show you guys some of those pens and brush pens and different pens that I recommend, and just some of those tips for starting lettering. If you guys don't mind me asking, who has this planner or who bought some of this filler sheets to use with their actual lineup in 2021, who is going to be using this lettering planner and working on the lettering. Okay, so I'm going to leave one page out for today, but I have, this is, so 39 sheets, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But it says practice makes perfect up in the top, and it's like horizontal, but it has like the dotted lines in the middle of the lines so that it's like a piece of paper. So cute, totally love it. Here's that first page. Hello, this big Happy Planner belongs to. And then this planner is so stinking cool. Here's like your perpetual calendar. If you're practicing lettering words, like this is a good place to write the words that you want to practice. And then here is the monthly dashboard and divider. We have a spot for you to practice your lettering for the word January, as well as practicing your letters, your ups and down strokes, and then even in this one, this is my favorite, is your name here. Every single month you get to watch the progress of how your name, you know, grows, and then goals this month, and then special days to note. And then here, Jana Wilson is the designer of this planner. She is a Happy Planner design team member. She designs a lot of the planners. She has amazing lettering, and she designed this planner to teach you how to letter. So it says, follow these 6 fun illustrated lessons and the weekly practice guides to create a brush lettering alphabet. Excuse me. But I think that is just amazing. So thick downstroke, thin upstroke, and learn by stroke, lettering tips, all of those things that you could need. So if you don't want any of the other tips that I will give you, some of the other resources, this planner is even just perfect. Like down here every single week, this is the oval stroke. So she teaches you about the oval stroke. Here's the letter C. Here's the letter E. Here's the letter I, or the I stroke. So, and then the letter A. So then you're going to combine the oval stroke and the I stroke to create the letter A. So like she literally teaches you every single week a different letter. And personally, how I would do this, I would probably practice my letter down here in this space every week so I can have my alphabet, like she was saying, making your own alphabet. And then here I'd practice like words, like from a lettering challenge or something like that. And then here's the next month. And again, you guys, she just has some of those strokes and some information for you guys to teach you lettering. So first things first, let's get my name in the planner, right? I am so nervous. If you guys have seen my other lettering or my other planner setup videos, I used Mamby stickers, alphabet stickers, to put my name in my planner. But for this planner, I want to use my brush pens. These are my favorite brush pens. I'm going to go over all of them here in just a minute. But these are the Pentel Sign brush pens. They come in 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. And I'm going to be using the large since this is a fairly big space here. And I'm just going to go for it. A, M, B, E, R. I'm a lefty. Look at what happened. No! Oh, this is so tragic. Just going in and kind of filling in some of those thick downstrokes and filling in some of those upstrokes if they didn't go through all the way. And you guys, this actually isn't even that bad. But you can see the total smear on the A because I'm a lefty. But it actually looks pretty decent. I should have centered it more. Should have like lined it up better. But I'm really excited to see how my name changes throughout the year. And this is like part of like my commitment. It's just writing my name in my planner. You got to do it. So that's basically how I'm setting my planner up. It's just a whole bunch of note paper and my big planner. So now let's talk about some pens and some other things like that. So here is the piece of paper. So like I said, these are my Pentel Sign brush pens. They come in 3 sizes. This is a small. This one's my favorite. This one's like perfect for writing in your planner. And then medium. Watch me smear it again. This brush specifically makes it so easy to do like the thick downstrokes and the thin upstrokes. I think it's so easy. And then like they always say that's better to like hold your pen at an angle, but and then this is the big one. The big one is definitely a little bit harder just because it is bigger. I'm going to write the name Pentel Sign brush pen. I'll have these linked down to my Amazon affiliate if you want to buy them. They do even sell them in colors. I think the colorful pack is all the medium size, but those ones are really, really fun to practice with. Those are like my favorites. And then this one is just a Papermate Flare. Papermate Flare. This is a good mono weight brush, so like it doesn't change with pressure, and it's not like a brush pen, but I think it's really fun to letter with it. It's like, I feel like it's good for practicing like the basics of lettering. And then even like you can go down and make it thicker. Like, I'll show you what I mean in a second after I do an example. So you can come in and make the downstrokes thicker by coloring over the downstrokes again. So like something like that to make it look a little bit more like a brush pen. But this one I feel like is a really good mono weight brush. And then, okay, so this one is not my favorite, but Tombow dual tip markers. So they have like, this is the clear version, so I can't actually show you how this one writes, but I'm going to tell you why. I think I gave the other ones to my daughters because I'm like, I do not really care for these pens, but they are an option for brush lettering, and I'll tell you why I don't like them as much, and then tips if you do have Tombow dual tip brush pens or something like that. But the dual tip is basically just like a mono weight on one side, and then since this one is like the clear one, it's kind of going to be hard to see, but it is a big brush tip. So let me show you guys compared to the Pentel medium size what the difference is here. So the Tombow dual brush tip pen right here is such a huge brush tip, and then this is the Pentel Sign Brush medium size, and it just is such a difference. And then I'm going to try to show you guys as best I can, but the Tombow pens are really, really flexible, and sometimes I feel like, I know whenever I write with it, you're not going to be able to tell. This is supposed to be like for blending, so I wonder if I like color a little bit of the tip. Let's see if I can show you guys. See how it's like blending the purple together. But anyway, I just wrote Tom. And let me get the rest of the purple off, because this is like a self-correcting pen. I do not know how it works, but it's meant for, it comes in like a Tombow kit, and like you can see that all the color's gone already, and it's literally like for blending colors, but I got a little bit of it down. But I just feel like it's really hard to use, especially as a beginner, just because the brush is so big. So that is like, I honestly don't even see where like it's thick and thin up and down strokes, because it's just so hard for me to use that one. But these are also Tombow. I do not have a Tombow Fendasuke, something like that. I do not have that kind of brush, but they say that one is better by Tombow for like lettering, and especially beginning lettering. Okay, Amber, hot mess over here. Okay, so then these are the Tombow Twin Tone. They are also dual-sided, dual tip markers, but they're both like, this one's really, really fine tip. And then this one here is a little bit thicker. This one is, it is a mono weight, like it's not a brush pen. So this is the Twin Tone. But you can, just like the Flare, you can kind of make it into a lettering pen. By the way that you can come back in and thicken the downstrokes just like that Flare, or you can leave it mono weight. So that's the mono weight, just one weight the whole time, and then that one I came back and I thickened a little bit. So I love the Twin Tones. The colors are really bright and vibrant. This is the pastels version of it. I really like these ones for like kind of colored writing. I'll show you guys what the fine tip. It's literally just like a fine tip pen, like it's super fine tip. But those are the Twin Tones. And then the last brush pens that I have are these Parku. The Parku ones. I just did a review on this a little while ago. These ones are also dual tip. I like these ones like the next best, because as you can see, like the brush tip here is very big, but I feel like it's a little bit more firm, so when you're writing with it, it's a lot easier. So I'm going to write Parku. I still do think that this one is a little bit harder for beginners, but it's not like an awful option if you guys like went with something like this one. So like you can see that it does pretty good with the thin and thick up and down strokes. And like they say you should do your drills or whatever and like practice your up and then do your down, so you can see the difference there. And then the other side is just a pen. Just a pen. Kind of really hard to see that. But, so those are some of the pens that I recommend. Like I said, for beginning brush lettering, my ultimate recommendation is that Pentel Sign brush pen, which is the first ones that I showed you. So these are the Pentel Sign. If you get the medium-sized one, which I honestly love a lot, I think that it is best for practicing and for beginning and anything like that. I'll write Pentel with it because why not show you guys again how much I love this pen. It really, like, the thin and thick up and down strokes are just phenomenal. I love that one a lot. And the medium size, like I said, does come in different colors on Amazon. I'll have those linked down below. After even just writing that, I'm so tempted to get them because I love the Pentel. That's my favorite out of all of them. But some of these others are really, really good options if you're wanting to work on your lettering this year. So let's talk about some tools for you guys. So we have, I'm going to write it with my Papermate Flair, according to Allie. I'm going to have all of this down in the description of this video on Etsy. She has a lettering workbook that you can, buy and then print as many times as you want. That is like one of my favorites. And then you can even just Google search hand lettering alphabets. Hand lettering alphabets. They are so easy to find, and a lot of them can be free. I know Chock Full of Love, a lot of people like their lettering. They have some resources as well. There's a thing called Rad and Happy. They have some options. Of course, Kell of a Plan. I know so many of you guys have heard of her. She has a whole lettering course that you can buy into. And another one that I really like is Brush and Barley on Etsy. I'll have her linked down below as well. She does a lot of, she sells brushes for brush lettering on the iPad, but she also sells like lettering practicing worksheets, kind of like According to Allie does, and she's really awesome. And you guys, there are so many resources out there for lettering, and I totally recommend looking into them, especially if you do have this Love Letters planner, or if you bought the filler paper just to practice with the filler paper. Whatever your lettering goals are for 2021, there are just some really, really great options and resources and tools and pens and all of those things out there for you guys. And that's kind of my basic recommendations, you guys. I'm going to be working on my lettering just like most of you guys are going to be, because even though like this isn't awful, I look at it and I'm like, meh, it's not awful. I am like 110% better at lettering on my iPad, and I really want to get better at lettering on my paper. So I'm really excited to kind of practice that way and kind of learn along with all of you guys. But those are kind of just some of my tools and tricks and pen recommendations for you guys for the lettering kind of stuff that many of us will be doing as a journey together in 2021. So thank you for following along as I share all of these lettering tips and resources and pen recommendations. I hope that you will continue to follow along as I plan my life day to day and continue to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.